Go on, hit my arm. Go on.
What, your strong arm?
Yeah, my strong hand. Hit it.
Oh, God, why is it so hard?
Not adamantium. Titanium. Okay guys, welcome back to another episode with us, the Review Bros. Thank you for joining us again on another pre-workout review. And this one's an exciting one because a lot of people do hype this product to, you know, the sky and back again. So do stay tuned for it. It comes in the form of Arez Titanium.
And we have the regular non-titanium one coming up shortly as well, in the near future. Alright, flavours. It comes in green apple teeny, which we have here.
Tiger's blood and ocean water. I couldn't really tell you what ocean water is going to taste like. We have had tiger's blood products in the past. We find them to be quite lemonade-y, quite coconutty almost.
Yeah.
But I obviously can't comment on how the Arez flavour of tiger's blood will be, nor the ocean water. We've got green apple teeny to go here. We've used it several times in the past, but for the sake of review, we're going to pretend it's our first time. So, here we go.
Let's do it. I quite like that. What do you think?
Not bad. I will say that I'm not the biggest apple fan to start off with. However, I do know that's not a bad apple flavour. It is a bit sweet, I may add, a bit sugary almost tasting. So I would personally go 3.25 out of 5.
I'm an apple fan, so I'm a bit on the higher end of the threes, more towards I'd probably go 4 out of 5 to be honest.
So we'll end that's where it's quite difficult, guys, where it's a bit more of a struggle.
It doesn't mix amazingly well, so you could argue that brings down the score a bit.
Can't see the bottom one, but
so I'd be happy to go with a 3.5 on the basis of mixability, bringing it down.
I can live with a 3.5. Just bear in mind it's a sweeter apple flavour than a normal pre-workout sweet apple.
And if you like salty taste, go for the ocean
water. Alright guys, 3.5 out of 5. Okay guys, money talks, money time, price time. We're going to obviously do this in the usual Great British Sterling or US dollars, as that is our most generic following. I will say this retails, I'll start off by saying it's an American product. It is quite difficult to get in the UK. Not impossible by any stretch, but more difficult than it would be to get in the US. $39.95. That's straight off the end. No, actually tell a lie, that's off SUP's website. But you can do shop around, do have a look. What I will say is that works out at £31.36 UK, so it's not a bad start off price. It is only a 25 serving tub, so that brings obviously the price up a bit more in terms of price per serving. I'll say price per serving is about £1.26 a go, or $1.60 a go. Now, on pricing scale that we keep consistent amongst all pre-workout reviews, 3 out of 5, and it by that 1 penny, or by probably 2 cents, it misses out on a 3.5 score out of 5. So very good for what it is, very good indeed. Especially when you consider the label is fantastic, and when you consider the hype of the product is also fantastic. 3 out of 5.
Effects section, starting with the label. So let's see if this label justifies the hype or not.
Or yes.
25 servings per tub, 10.1 gram serving. First up is niacin at 15 milligrams.
Yeah, that's just vitamin B3, guys. That's been shown to react well with beta-alanine, though. So we're assuming there's going to be beta-alanine in this.
Yeah. And then under the hyper pump catalyst, we've got beta-alanine at 3.2 grams.
Yeah, so that is the clinical dose, 3.2 grams per your serving. So it's a fantastic start to the label. That's going to be responsible for that beta tingles, you know, the itchy, tingly, allergic almost feeling reaction you'll get after taking the pre-workout. It's also been shown to improve sort of endurance through the workout, so it may help you get a rep or two more on all those sets you're doing.
Good stuff. That moves us into L-citrulline at 3 grams.
So L-citrulline is the pure version of citrulline. It's not the mallet version, so that is supposedly the better version. I will, however, say that 3 grams is a bit on the low side. We normally see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, we're used to seeing higher numbers, but 3 grams of pure L-citrulline will still do a good job.
Yeah. And then that'll be paired with the agmatine sulfate at 500 milligrams.
Yes, again, a nice dose, an average dose really of agmatine sulfate. It's going to be responsible for giving you some more pumps, bringing the nutrition and liquid into the muscle cell.
Yeah. And that's it for the pump blend. That moves us into Godlike Energy Surge. And this is where the magic's going to happen.
Here we go.
Right, so beta phenethylamine HCl. Did I butcher that?
We butchered it a bit, but nonetheless, it's been shown to have nootropic effects. So it's going to be a stimulant of the nervous system. It's going to give you focus. It's going to improve your coordination. You know, it's going to get you in the zone. It's a very rare one. It's one we haven't actually seen before.
Yeah.
So bear that in mind. We're going to see how it goes. We might be able to fit it in the effects section. We'll let you know.
And that was 200 milligrams. Next up is Juglans Regia Extract, 175 milligrams.
Nice. You're starting to see that come up in place of DMHA. It's you know, it has similar effects in terms of sharpening concentration and focus. It's also been shown to improve oxygen uptake. So there are some benefits around obviously getting the endurance up. But it also does stimulate the brain basically, so good ingredient to have. That's from the walnut tree.
Hey. And then we have Arez Gerensis extract.
Thought so. Arez Gerensis again, another extract from plant. It's a strong one, guys. This one, we've always had fantastic results from it in terms of delivering a quick, hard-hitting form of energy. And it also boosts concentration and focus. So a lot of these ingredients are quite heavily towards nootropic side of things. But it's definitely going to ramp you up and get your heart rate going.
Good shit. Next up we have Synephrine.
Oh, hello.
30 milligrams.
Yeah, nice dose again. I will say that again boosts energy in form of fat burning. It will metabolise fat cells within the body. Make them available as an energy source. Again, as much as I keep saying it, also does help to boost focus and concentration. So as far as I'm concerned, this label looks like it should come together as a tunnel focus, heavy side of things really.
Yeah, definitely. Rounding up this section, we have Rauphia vomiretia, I can't even say that, which is standardised to 90% alpha himbine, so it basically is that.
Alpha yo, bro.
2.5 milligrams.
So again, blood flow, endurance, concentration levels, all be ups with that. It's something you're starting to see less and less of. Alpha yo, some people have good effects with it, some people don't like it as much. But your himbone, yeah, you know, blood flow.
Sweet, and that rounds off that bit. And then the last section we have is the Mind X Muscle Fusion, and that's caffeine anhydrous, 350 milligrams.
Basic stimulant, caffeine. That's a nice dose of that. Yeah, a perfect dose, I'd argue. 300, 350.
We like that.
That's going to stimulant, give you the energy side of things.
Then is choline bitartrate, 250 milligrams.
Nice dose of that, I must add. This is more of a nootropic, so the reason it's not been put in the previous bracket is because it's not so much related to an energy boost within the body physically. However, it has been shown to improve production of acetylcholine, or however you say that, which is basically a learning chemical within the brain. So you are going to have an ability to just crack on with your session, keep focused towards it. It's a nice ingredient to have. Choline itself is important for so many bodily functions. And it is quite difficult to find it naturally in foods. So to have it in a pre-workout is something you really desire, as much as I'd like to say.
Makes sense to be in there. And then rounding off this whole label is Hordenine HCl, 10 milligrams.
Oh, that's quite low. quite a low dose, guys. I've seen it as go as 50 milligrams most normally, so you know, still probably will do the job.
Just a little pepper in there.
Little pepper in, little finishing, little, you know.
Speaking of that, there's
icing
no
on
black.
the cake.
There isn't any black pepper extract in this.
Oh, so that means you might not digest any of this. You
Sit
will.
there.
But back to Hordenine, you know, bitter orange extract, bitty, fat loss, but it has been shown to improve energy because, similar to Sifronine, it metabolizes fat cells for energy. It's been shown to improve functions within the brain cells and nervous system, central nervous system. So, you know, that's a nice label. I will say it is quite heavy towards nootropic effects, brain effects, focus.
Yeah.
More over than the...
pump small.
Yeah, pump small, more brain focus energy.
Yeah. So it should be sickhead.
Let's see how it comes together, guys. That's all we can do. We've seen fantastic labels crash, and we've seen bad labels come together. So stay tuned is all I would say.
Alright, so effects section.
Boom, this is the bit you've been waiting for, isn't it?
So, the best analogy for this is, do you guys remember how hyped we all were for Batman vs Superman? You know, we thought it was going to be the best thing since sliced bread, Avengers level of goodness. And we saw it and we was a little bit let down. The hype killed it, you know. We had a good time, but it just didn't blow us away like we thought.
Because of the hype, perhaps. Now, I must heavily stress we're against the grain on this one, guys.
Yeah, we do realise that.
Obviously, we've managed to get lucky enough to get quite a following now on Instagram. And we know a lot of people, and we do mean a lot of people, say this is their #1 pre-workout of all time. Fitness Deal News included. He's one of the ones that says it's fantastic. TJ over there. There's other guys over here in the UK who are saying it's a fantastic formula. And guys, it is a good formula.
We haven't knocked it at all.
And for some reason, and again against the grain, I personally couldn't really feel much of it at all, and I really can't put my finger on why. The only thing we've both thought of is there's no digestion aid to do it, no bioperine, no black pepper extract, no estrogen.
Yeah.
If that's the reason, I just don't know. And guys, I must heavily stress, I've used this one also way more than a few times to try and unlock what people are saying is a 5 out of 5.
Giving it more kicking time, less kicking time, empty stomach, full, you know, trying all these different scenarios.
And I'm just not getting any effects from it.
It didn't even make us tingle, did it, with the beta?
No, the beta alanine didn't even work, and that's the clinical dosage. And with niacin.
Yeah, boosting it. So
it's a strange one. It's very strange.
Very average across the board in our opinion. You know, pumps were kind of so, not just average. Energy was average and consistent, no peaks or come downs.
Troughs.
Yeah, troughs. Troughs. And focus was just a little bit, maybe average or a little bit above. Just, you know, it didn't blow us away.
And I don't know why that is, guys.
Very strange.
So we have come to scores in mind, and this is where we're actually, for a change, a slightly bit different than normal. I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, and I landed on a 3.5 out of 5.
So obviously we're going to combine those scores and land on a 3.25 out of 5 for this product. Again, against the grain, we're like the only people who are saying it's not good.
And just so you know that it's not that our tolerance has built up or whatever, we did actually use another pre-workout before and after we used this that we've liked in the past and we've got on well with, and we've still been affected by it well. So we know it's not like every pre just isn't working on us. You know, we've taken other ones either side.
Yeah, with less beta alanine and they kick in, like you can feel the tingles and whatnot.
Yeah.
So what I'll say is to Intel is a big thank you for sending this over. I will say that we have also tried the
regular
God of the Gym, the original, and we prefer that one. So that's a review we've got coming out, and that we can't divulge too much into how its effects and whatnot. But I'll say stay tuned, and I hope that Intel, you forgive us for not being perhaps as hyped as some people are. We're just trying to be honest, and for us it just didn't work. But do stay tuned for the God of the Gym, the other one. For us it was just a lot better.
Yeah, this one does justify the 3.25 out of 5 because There was no negative side effects, and it was hitting everything to a middle ground level. You know, that's why we're not giving it like a 1 or a 2, because we didn't feel anything. It just didn't go above and beyond.
It's simply like Craig said. It's the hype.
Yeah.
We was expecting 5 out of 5. Everyone was telling us 5 out of 5. You know, the world and his dog were saying it was 5 out of 5, and perhaps that hype killed it for us. But then again, we have given it. I've tried it probably a good 10 times.
Yeah, and I've used it about 4 or 5 myself.
So you know, 3.25 guys out of 5. Obviously against the grain. Just take our review with a pinch of salt. This is how me and Craig felt it.
Yeah.
We're not lying. We you know, our reviews, we hope, are the most honest you've seen out there. Simply because we just tell the truth.
Yeah.
And do stay tuned for the other one. That's what I can say. In fairness to Intel.
Yeah, and we'll round this off with final verdict time. Final verdict on the classic known as Arez Titanium Edition.
So, let's go through these normal areas of interest for you guys. Starting off with the taste. I'm not the biggest apple fan, and I wasn't the biggest fan of this apple flavour. But nonetheless, it was drinkable. It was more than average. Mixability wasn't fantastic, but it was not bad by any stretch. I gave it a 3.25 out of 5. You gave it a 4 out of 5 initially, and then argued perhaps the mixability brings it down a tad. So therefore, we landed on a 3.5 out of 5 on flavour on the green apple teeny.
The price was a respectable 3 out of 5 when you consider the label and the product you're getting.
Yeah.
If you're one of the people it obviously works on very well.
Definitely.
But you won't know that till you got it.
Definitely. And only at £1.26 a go or $1.60. You know, just missed out on a 3.5 out of 5. Got a 3. And the final effects and how we felt it.
Which was a 3.25. Again, a little bit of a difference in opinion, but still above average. We still, you know, we don't have any problems with the pre-workout. It still gets the job done. It just didn't blow us away like we were expecting.
Those scores added up are?
The 9.75.
Out of 15. Do look through those areas in detail, why we've given the scores we have.
What would you like to rate the smell of the product and the look of the tub out of 5?
I quite like the look of the tub. I'd give that a 3 out of 5.
Smell?
3 out of 5.
Alright, so that boosts it up to a... Only joking, guys, just trolling.
But yeah, guys, look at those different areas. 9.75 out of 15 for the areas. Titanium.
It's hitting all areas quite well.
Boom.
Thanks for watching as always. We do appreciate you an awful lot.
Massive thanks to Intel for getting us this tub sent out. We also do have the original, the God of the Gym. That review will be coming out soon. Stay tuned for that one, because personally for us we prefer that one. We won't go into any more detail than that. We just hope that it cheers up the Arez fans. Do like, do subscribe, do comment below, because I know that a lot of people are going to disagree with us.
Yeah.
Just simply because a lot of people are saying this is a 5 out of 5, and absolutely fair play to them.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want guys and people like yourselves to find the 5 out of 5s. And if this is a 5 out of 5 for you, then keep using it, obviously.
And
quite
hey,
obvious.
you know, we've tried pre-workouts that we've loved, and other people have said, really? We thought we were quite average. So, you know, it really does change.
Swings and
people.
roundabouts, doesn't
Yeah.
it? So, yeah, let us know your thoughts below. Do subscribe.
Catch you
And
on the
as
next one.
always, guys,
Stay
stimmed.